Greetings, Walkers. This is a bit of a special video. Oh, good focus, darn you. Today I'm going to be recording the first episode of Stripped, where we take stuff apart. And first thing to get in here is this mouse. Focus, darn you. This mouse has had quite a bit of history. It was shipped with the Alienware Aurora 3-4 years ago. We still have that computer. This is actually our the main computer when we aren't using our own private ones. I think the computer itself is R1. That's what everything I've seen suggests. But it shipped with this nice little Dell mouse that's rebranded. Alienware. That was rebranded as an Alienware. It worked for a few years. Then the Java update. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. And then it started to cut out. It would cut out briefly. Windows would restart it. It would work for a few minutes. Keep on this for hours long, and it would keep on going. And it only happened after I'd started playing Minecraft, if I remember correctly. I think I did it with some of it with Lego Digital Design when I didn't do anything else. But it was most obvious Minecraft, and obviously that's a problem. Well, eventually it got to the point where we had to manually unplug it and replug it. Need to pay more attention where I put the camera. So, let's see, what else happened? I can't remember the exact story. This happened a few months ago. But ultimately what happened was we'd plug in this mouse. And the keyboard, and not only would the mouse not work, the keyboard would not work, and any other mice we tried to plug in would not work. So, after a couple trips, Staples tried to thinking it had something to do with the computer. We ultimately replaced, and it somehow sees this thing as a face. Hold on here. Let's turn that off. That's just in case I inadvertently got an image of my face, but apparently it's not that sensitive. But the keyboard stopped working, mice would stop working, and that didn't solve. And strangely enough, replacing both the keyboard and the mouse did not solve the problem. Somehow it screwed up something in Windows. Then I got this machine. If you've looked on other channels, you would know what not the other channels, but if you look on my other videos, you know what this machine's been through. So I first tried to use this mouse over here with Minecraft. It served me well with the notebook you see beside it. Come on, focus, damn you. Let's go. terribly well, but it took 3 clicks of the wheel to move one slot over in the inventory with Minecraft. So I had to go back. So I just simply grabbed this mouse. And it worked for a while. Then Windows updated, and I started getting problems with it. Exact same problems with it, exact. So now, then the problems with the machine itself started occurring. Whoop-de-doo-dot-A. So I got a break from troubleshooting this device right here. Well, I follow a boy named Lair of Rockwells. He plays a game, and he recently started doing some custom maps, and that got me in the mood to start playing a game called, well, the custom maps for a game called Lego Rock Race. I have that game installed on this machine. I lost the disc. It's floating somewhere around this house. And so in order to play it, I have to use this machine or this machine right here. And that one runs Windows Millennium Edition. And so sometimes it doesn't start up correctly the first time. But this machine here is giving the camera the bird without actually protruding anything. Okay, now it's focused. But this machine here works. Is the machine I used to play like Rock Race on. It doesn't have internet access, so modding can be a little tricky. Well, I decided to try to use this mouse with that machine to play with Rock Race. Exact same problems started occurring almost immediately. At that point, I put up with it, and because it's a small machine, it's pretty easy to just restart the mouse. But eventually, I just got tired of it and I started using the touchpad. You do not play the top-down real-time strategy with the touchpad. That is an absolute pain in the tail. So, I eventually pulled this thing out, started using it again. Strangely enough, now it works as fine with this machine. So this mouse is now officially mothballed. So, having no other real use for it, I guess it's time to take it apart. And this will require... I have to cut... Hold on here. I have to try to put this on my glasses. Let's see if it holds. And it's actually doing a pretty good job of it too. So let's get this thing open. Let's see if I can remember how to get this thing open. There we go. Yeah, this part we aren't interested in at the moment. It's this part that we are. And unfortunately, this is quite simple. Not much at all. And I've already taken this apart too and cleaned it out. As I said, it being a frontline device, it gets pretty dirty. Is that... Now, let's see if you can actually see... Yeah, you can actually see faintly if this darn thing will just focus. That right here, it's got... There we go, you can see very clearly there. that this part actually comes out. Exactly how to get it out without breaking something, I do not know. I don't feel like breaking it. But unfortunately, this was actually a bit of a surprise. To see only one integrated circuit on the entire device. And what's an even bigger surprise is that this does not appear to be RHOS compliant. Which, given its age, it should have been. This machine is RHOS compliant, and it's older than this. So that's a bit of a shocker. And just for kicks, let's get this thing off. Apart. Now I think I found my setup for this series already. There we go. And, well, when it finally breaks, I'll have myself a nice big set of tweezers. Probably not a very good set. And a few parts, and probably the most useful bit of it all. A cable. So, I guess that's it.